I've been having fun testing out the new AKASO Seemor 200 night vision goggles with full color capability. I tested a lot of night vision goggles, high end to low end, and you kind of get what you pay for. The low end ones are pretty cheap and you see them all over the place, and they're not that great. But the AKASO fits a really nice niche. For one thing, they're just the funnest goggles that I've ever had. You can see that it fits basically in the palm of my hand. It's real light, probably not even around a half a pound, or light and compact. And for example, here's a pair of high-end night vision goggles that I've tested out and used in the past, and you can see they're much bigger. They have interchangeable lenses, heavy metal frame, and actual Japanese glass, and that adds hundreds of dollars to the price, but it also adds a lot to the weight and to the size. And they're great night vision goggles, but when you really want something that you're going to use all the time and have a lot of fun with, whether it's camping or just enjoying your backyard or just out enjoying nature, these AKASO Seemor 200s are really the funnest goggles I've ever tested. The other thing too is because they're small and compact, these are much easier to hold steady. So I had a lot of fun with these. Let's go through them real quick. And they're well made, and they come with 2 batteries, which is a plus. 2 small batteries, and the batteries here actually have really good staying power. I've recorded continuous video for over 2.5 hours on 1 battery, and it held up. And so having 2 batteries is really nice. And they're smaller and compact batteries, so again, they take up less space. They don't weigh as much. You charge the batteries with the included USB cable, or you can purchase a accessory charger for a dual charger for both of these. The other thing too, of course, is this is compatible with any Type-C USB power pack like this Anchor unit. So you could always have your 2 batteries if you're out in the field for a long time. You could have a power pack or something like that you can also run directly. In fact, you can run this off a power pack without any batteries even being in there. And so really I was impressed with the battery life of the small batteries. And the fit and finish of the product is really nice. It also comes with a 64 gigabyte micro SD card, and it'll hold up to a 512 gigabyte micro SD card. So it's nice that they include a 64 gigabyte. Now this will take pictures and videos and 4K videos, especially in the IR mode. You have a pretty high bitrate videos, which means the videos are fairly large. For say a 2-minute video is somewhere around 330 megabytes or something like that. So having the ability to have a 512 gigabyte micro SD card is really nice. It has a nice screen, and it's real simple to use. You have your IR light here, and then over here you have your objective lens. It's a fixed focal length lens with a fine focus here that you can move it left or right to bring it into sharp focus. And I'll show you a ton of examples. It's really not easy to get it to focus in, especially in IR mode. And then it has digital magnification up to 16 power at 2, I think it's 2, 4, 8, and 16 power. It doesn't have high-end glass, and it doesn't have a high-end optical zoom. Those add a lot of cost and weight to a high-quality goggles. But in my opinion, the quality of the videos was excellent. So this is the basic unit. It's threaded for a tripod mount, 1/4 inch tripod mount on the bottom and on the top. And then it has very simple controls. You just simply turn it on. So your power button is here, and then you have a mode button here. A long press of this changes it from IR mode to color vision mode. And then you have your menu with a real simple menu that's easy to use. Turn your menu on here, and you just move through the menu by using the up and down arrows. And then you have your shot button, which is to execute the video or to execute a command in the menu. And if you switch it to IR mode, you just long press the up and down buttons to move from 1 to 7 levels of IR mode. And the IR is really quite strong. I could see I really didn't use some of the higher levels, because even at 100 or 200 feet or so, I could see fine with levels 1, 2, and 3. So a long press on these up and down buttons will get you to your different IR levels. A short press will give you your digital zoom up and down. You're using digital magnification, so the more you magnify it, the grainier it's going to be. That's just the way things are, and especially in the nighttime mode. Now I was really impressed with the results that I got with this, and I'll show you a bunch of examples. It comes with a nice carrying case, instructions, and a neck strap that you can attach to it. As I said, it comes with an extra battery and an included 64 gigabyte card and a USB cable for charging it. And for me, it's just as easy to transfer the files to take out the micro SD card and pop it into my laptop. And what's nice about this compact size is this is something that you would use all the time. The more expensive, heavier goggles. Here's another example of goggles that weigh on the order of 2 pounds. And these are not the kind of things you would just kind of carry all the time with you. But the AKASO Seemor 200 is light enough and compact enough that you could just put it in a large jacket pocket or just carry it around your neck or whatever. But this is really easy to carry, really easy to have around. And it's something that you'll actually use all the time if you really get into looking at things at night. You'll be amazed what you see goes on in your backyard at night. And so it has a Wi-Fi app that you can use on your phone to look at screen through the phone and also control it to take pictures and videos. It's a simple app that connects to a Wi-Fi hotspot in your Seemor 200, and you can use it to see through the goggle and to control it. So it's it's very straightforward and simple, nothing fancy, but it works fine. So in summary, I really had a lot of fun with the AKASO Seemor 200. I was really impressed with their capabilities at this price point and such a small, compact, easy to use package. The IR videos were really good, easy to focus in, and the full color uses a full color sensor and artificial intelligence. It won't work in absolute total darkness. In other words, if there's a total lack of light, then the color night vision is really not going to work. But in reality, there's almost always a little bit of light. And even though some of the examples I'll show you, I personally couldn't see the animal. It was too dark for my eyes to see anything. It looked totally dark to me. But the goggles with the night vision and the AI could see them. And of course, when you talk about night vision in really, really low light, it's going to be grainy. It's just the nature. I mean, the resolution of the color night vision is not as sharp as the infrared powered light night vision. But that's to be expected. But what it's trying to do is give you a nice look at the color at night. And really, in a lot of cases, if you have a full moon especially, or any kind of partial light anywhere, you're going to get really great results. And then even in near total darkness, as I'll show you an example, you'll still see things that are pretty amazing. And then if you want to, you can switch to IR and see them in even much more detail because of the powered IR light that's illuminating. The AKASO AI-assisted color night vision was very sensitive and surprisingly good in low light. In this first example, I could not see the two raccoons or the tree with my eyes. It looked dark to me, but there was light from a house window some distance away, and a security light about 200 feet away caused that bright glow you see at the top center of the video. In this next example, it appeared totally dark to me with no clear light source, and yet I could still see the raccoon in correct color through the Seemor 200s. Of course, in very low light conditions, the video will be grainy. Here is the same scene in IR mode, so you can always get clear video through IR even in total darkness. Because these goggles are light and easy to hold, zoom, and focus, you can track animals in the dark like I did here with this raccoon on the move. Here is an example of longer range looking up into a longleaf pine tree and a Norfolk pine tree, both about 100 feet away. Also note that the stars are detected in the night sky. While testing, I noted a new feral cat that I had not seen before. That's something I'll have to deal with later. And I also saw a gray squirrel hanging out at a bird bath a few hours after dark, which is pretty crazy as there are several owl species that regularly hunt in the backyard. The sound quality of the recordings was pretty decent as well, as here I captured a screech owl calling on a perch nearby while watching this raccoon. So I like these goggles. They come with a nice carrying case. They're easy to carry around. It's something you can just easily throw in a backpack. It only weighs about a half a pound. Fits in the palm of your hand. It's very easy to hold into your eyes and use. Very comfortable for long periods of time of using. Battery life was really good. I had 2.5 hours of constant video with these batteries. And you have a spare battery that comes with it, and it'll run off of a USB power pack. So really versatile, really light, compact, easy to use, and really quite good results, as you'll see in my examples.